I don't know what the heck happened there. Lost my recording. That's too bad. I'll just splice them together later, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I can just start from here on the record, I guess. So far, Radiant have picked up Tidehunter and Crystal Maiden. Dire, we dive Towers as Luna and Axe. We're in the second round of bans. Banning out some more, split pushing team lineups over on Radiant here with the Phantom Lancer. Anti-Mage was banned out on Dire side. They was worried about the effectiveness of his whole lineup. Radiant's just really all about that anti-push, which are taking out the push lineup anyway. Doom's really strong in this patch too, so. Okay, so we see the first support from We Dive Towers. That ultimate is such a wreckage. If you get it right with, drop it right time, you're just gonna crush everybody. Haven't gone into reserve time on Radiant at all. They're making good use of their time, actually making the picks and everything, which is good because maybe later you got need more time to just deal with their last picks. Pick up a Shadow Shaman, finally getting some of that push in there with the wards in the ult here, Mass Serpent wards. Plus they got some lockdown. They have a Hex and a lockdown with the Shackles lockdown. Hex gives them Hex, of course. Gives a decent crowd control for that. Pick up a Lich as their other support. Which Lich's ultimate is wicked. With Chain Frost. And you get the deny, a little extra armor there, some slows. And some nice control going on there. Skywrath Mage has picked up a lot in TI4. Really versatile. You can either support or carry or soft carry, but really versatile lineup, helps with all sorts of things. Last ban for Dire, We Dive Towers, is that Warlock there. Didn't want to deal with the golems. And of course ban out the Naga. Super strong, late game push. So bad casting. Oh my god. Okay. We Dive Towers gets a Lycan and closing it up for Radiant with Sefen. Okay, now we're in the game. We'll start off with Radiant side, or Dire side. We have Foresight Hypernovia on the Lich. Ramandir is on her Lycan, not Lich. Oh my god. Lycan. Ramandir is on the Axe. Albs 454s on Witch Doctor. Canyons on the Luna. Oh my gosh. Can't make my camera. We have Canyon here on the Luna. And then rounding it up, we have Nivik on the Lich. We have a little Penelope Courier. That's pretty neat. Okay, on Radiant, we have Cold Fet on the Tidehunter, solo top. Dirktanius on the Skywrath mid. And it looks like we have a tri-lane bot with Andreno Johnson on the Crystal Maiden. Shadow Shaman is played by Tony. And in the B, playing Sven to round out the bottom here. So far, looks like Crystal Maiden's in position to get their warding going on here. Warding out the rune here. Looks like they got DD bot. Get the wards placed next to each other. Lich picks up the DD, so Crystal Maiden doesn't have a chance to grab that guy. Oh my gosh. I don't know how this works. You have to do that? Oh jeez. So we have some action going on bot here. Lich gets shackled. And too much stun CC on the bottom, and Radiant gets first blood in the B, taking it. Getting a nice tasty extra gold. Starting off with a magic stick, so you can get that free mana, free HP off early in the game here. Oh, looks like Skywrath takes out Canyon on the Luna in mid here, so they see a lot of action, really aggressive coming out from Radiant. Got that Lycan jungle, of course. little troll action there from Canyon. We see Lycan rotating out of the jungle up here to the top. Try and take some action, or take some pressure off of the top tower, pushing back Tidehunter. Defending champs. Defending champs, of course, because they didn't have a full team last year, but they just so happened to have half a team last year, and they're the only ones here, so that's why they're the defending champs. Albs is being really aggressive here on the Witch Doctor, pushing out the top lane really far, going in that suicide position in their suicide lane. Maybe not the best idea, but haven't died yet, so maybe it's working out for him so far, getting that extra gold. Looks like I missed a kill somewhere. Sorry. There's probably a bot. Yep, I missed out. Axe dying on the bot here. So far we got Sven with 2 kills, which is off to a great start here, and then Skywrath with the other kill on Radiant. Of course, Dire hasn't gotten a kill just yet. They are definitely working on it. Putting some pressure on Tide here on top. Lycan moving in. Witch Doctor got that sustain with the Voodoo Restoration. Looks like Canyon having a little trouble here. Really low on health. Ooh, looks like we may have a kill on Crystal Maiden. Is Lich going to be able to close it up? Nope, not quite. Crystal Maiden gets away. Really close there with less than 20 HP by the time that they hit the tower there. And I missed another kill. Great. Yep, really doing great there. Looks like Skywrath got it distracted. Nope. Oh, it looks like Witch Doctor got a kill on the bottom here. Or Shadow Shaman. Oh, God, so bad. Sorry, guys. Get some pings out for some movement for Lycan to come out of jungle in here, and maybe get a gank on Tide Hunter on top. Skywrath happens to get up there in time to get the illusion rune. Get some extra push going on with that, with some extra attack. Got some nice creep push here going on the bottom by the dire side, trying to get some tick damage taken off of the tower here to maybe they get a little extra gold, makes a comeback. Trying to see if we can actually see any movement here coming out from in the bot lane, but doesn't look like we're going to have anything just yet. Yeah, Skywrath coming in trying to make a move. Not so good. He's using these illusion runes to try and fake them out, so that way they don't realize, see that he's actually out bot. Trying to get some power tower push, get some kills in. Crystal Maiden is rotated up top here to try and help out Tide, so they can get some push, maybe try and take a tower up here. Up at top. Because 6 minutes in, not really any damage done to any of the towers just yet. Which, it's pretty early, but there's a little bit more damage on the Radiant side. We've got a Ravage coming out from Tide here. Calling out Lycan. Just getting caught out when he's solo up top here with jeez, camera's all messed up. With Witch Doctor rotating up there, leaving Lycan solo at the top to get a death. I'm gonna change some settings here. I don't know what's going on. Trying to change this stupid setting. Oh well. I don't know why that doesn't smooth pan. Looks like I missed out on kill here. Sorry guys. Just the worst caster ever. No big deal. I'm just gonna open mic this. Threshold, yeah, I got the threshold going. Okay. So we had some pressure coming up top here from Tide, and Crystal Maiden's backing off a little bit. Probably coming up here. Just gonna scout out the jungle. Maybe move mid, maybe move up top here to the runes, see what's going on. Looks like Lycan came back, just rotated out of the jungle here to try and, fend off the push from Tide. Yeah, just try to fend off the push coming out from Tide. So we got a gank, potential gank coming out here from Skywrath coming up on mid for the Luna. Using that illusion rune to the fullest. just getting caught. Kanyu just getting caught out here, and he didn't quite go down here. He was about 100 health after that that hit from Skywrath with the arcane bolt.
I don't know what you wanted for cheese. So I got like mozzarella.
Yeah, that's fine.
Pizza.
Yeah, whatever.
And it's toasted because shredded mozzarella on top of a sandwich was retarded.
Yeah, right. Thanks, man. I just got my food in here. So I'm probably going to eat that while I'm casting also Super Legit Pro. I'll eat it after the match. We got a lot of rotation coming up here on top. Like in Witch Doctor coming up, trying to make a move on Skywrath. He's joining up with Crystal Maiden Tide, and oh, that Ravage coming out just destroying the Lycan. Looks like Lich got his ult off, and Dire Side gets a double kill. Finally on the map here, making a comeback maybe. Looks like they might get a triple kill with these wolves from Lycan. Oh, RNGesus on the side of Tidehunter here, giving him that haste rune so that way he can get the hell out of there. But this does leave open mid lane for Dire Side to rotate in here and put a little pressure on it. Maybe get some hits off. Looks like they're going to just back off for a little bit here. Lich moving bot to help Axe out. Ramadeer on the Axe. Take out Shadow Shaman. Maybe make a gank. We'll see what's going on here. Oh. With the Battle Hunger. Battle Hunger there, taking out some nice amount of hit points on Shadow Shaman. Not going to really do anything too much of significance, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to turn down my mic a little bit because it's really hot. And by hot, I mean really loud. I'll just straight up cut boost and see where we're at here. Looks like I'm still recording, so that's pretty great. Okay, looks like Skywrath is coming up top. Coming up to see if he can find something in the jungle. We got Sven and Tidehunter also coming up in there. Tide blinks in. We got the Skywrath ult coming up, and that is definitely a dead Witch Doctor. He got just obliterated by the Skywrath ulti. Let's just come in mid. Thanks. Let's just come in mid, trying to find something. I'm not sure what he's doing out there, but Tidehunter is going to find him, gets a gush on him, doing a bit of damage there. We get the stun coming out from Sven. Pops his ultimate, really taking a huge amount of hits there on Lich, and Lich gets taken out. Kanyu's coming in, trying to get some pressure on there, trying to get him off of Lich, but it didn't quite work. He ended up going down. That's just how that goes. Little kind of weird how that placement was there. I don't know what he was looking for, because you had the whole team up on Radiant side, and that just wasn't a good place to be. I don't know what he's expecting. Okay, Skywrath gets another Shadow Rune. He was spotted out by the Luna, but gets out of there and can't find anything. They don't have any detection or anything, so not really a whole lot they could do there. So far, it looks like Dire's got the most vision of the map, but still not doesn't seem to be correlating into kills, or at least defending from ganks or anything, because they're definitely getting hit hard. 92. They definitely need to pick it up if they're going to keep in here. Maybe just hold out, get some farm. Let's see where we're at here. XP per minute. Gold. No, I just went total gold. Net worth. Okay. Okay, yeah, it looks like the top 3 spots in net worth are going to the Radiant. Got a lot of movement here with the wards on bot with the ult from Shadow Shaman. Just taking out that Axe. He didn't really have much of a chance. We got Lich kind of caught out here again. Radiant didn't really get a chance to make too much out of it. It's good. So Lich is just sitting here now trying to defend the tower.
Looks like cordwood before axe's axe. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Swords just at a range of the tower. They can't really do a whole lot of damage there. But they can definitely make pot shots on Lich when he's trying to get in there and do some stuff. Got Sven up top, pushing in. Just tanking those tower shots is going to take this tower out. Dire gets a nice fortification on there, keeping Sven from getting the last hit for a little bit longer anyway, but it doesn't totally shut him out. So Radiant gets the first tower kill of the match. Kanya trying to make a trade for it by killing the hero, but he definitely gets initiated on here. And combination of Skywrath and Sven didn't end up too well. Let's see if Lycan gets the clean up on this kill here. So Lycan gets a kill on Sven, but then he also ends up paying for it from Skywrath getting the kill there too. Looks like I missed Crystal Maiden getting taken out there as well. Just trying to get used to this camera controls and everything. I was just saying, I think Dire needs to step it up on the, maybe get a little more farm so they can keep it to late game here with the Lycan gets more farm there and Luna, but I don't the way it's going, I don't know if they can actually make it that far. I'm gonna zoom out here to get a gush going on Axe, but the Battle Hunger is on Tidehunter. See if we can get a Ravage going out here. Ooh, Crystal Maiden coming in with her ult, and it's just getting destroyed on Radiant. But the Lich ult does a little bit of damage here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Ooh, Kanye's in a little bit of trouble with the Skywrath, force staffing in, making some damage. Crystal Maiden coming in, and just gets surrounded in a pincer move by Sven and Crystal Maiden.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Tend to your wounded, or put them out of their misery.
Sorry about that. I just dealing with some other stuff in chat, making sure people asking me questions to land here. Rimdu's on half health. Only at 500 health here. He needs to get a little bit more tanky items, so that way he can just get in there, Battle Hunger, get some Berserker's Call off, get some dunks in. He's got to be able to last the fights to be able to get some dunks, so that way they can actually get some more kills on the board. 50 to 16. Lycan's getting up there in net worth, which is pretty good for them. They just need to get some more of their heroes up there, so that way they can get some more movement going on, get some push out going and get the towers out. Lycan's pushing top tower here. Get a little extra gold for the whole team. That'd be great for them. And Lycan just getting really close to taking top spot in net worth. Got a little movement in mid here. They just missed the rune. It's a haste rune up top here. Oh. Got a lot of movement going on with the Radiant team. Taking out Witch Doctor, Axe. Looks like Lich might go down as well. Yes, he gets hexed. So he gets taken out. Lycan manages to avoid all the fight for now, but I'm not sure which way he's going to go, because he's going to get surrounded here by Skywrath and Tide pretty soon. Waiting for his time, and he gets out of there. Looks like Luna gets taken out just south of the tower here. Missed that one. And Sven gets up there on the net worth quite a bit higher. Let's look at XP per minute. And Skywrath's actually on top there. What do we got for levels here? Oh yeah, definitely a level advantage for Radiant, of course, but they're really high in kills, so you kind of expect that. Luna and Lycan have been keeping up pretty well in XP, but that axe just has to get some levels going, so that way he can actually be able to sustain team fights and actually be able to get some items, so that way he can, you know, be effective in team fights. Because right now he's just too squishy to be able to actually get anything done. Looks like the creeps take out the bottom tower here for on the Radiant side for the Dire. So they have 2 towers now to the 3 towers down of the 3 towers that the Radiant have taken down. So not too far on that. So really the gold from towers shouldn't be too much of a deal there. Because they're fairly even on that. Looks like we have some grouping up on Dire here, trying to make some move on Tide. We got 4 of them over here in mid, trying to get them. Looks like they're just gonna hold back and wait it out. Just push out the tower, so that way they don't get the tower taken if the fight goes wrong or something like that. So looks like Radiant pushed out a little bit. They spotted double damage rune up top here. Looks like we're gonna wait for Skywrath to go grab that. It's gonna be pretty brutal to have him have that double damage. Maybe Dire can spot it out and get it, but nope, not in time. So Skywrath has it bottled up and can use it later. Oh, it looks like he just pops it right now and is looking to initiate a fight here. So Shadow Shaman and Skywrath coming up top, trying to find a gank here, and they find Axe, super squishy. Drop 2 ults on it, kind of a little overkill there. A little unnecessary to drop 2 ults on that since he's so low level and so squishy right now. Again, he's like tied for lowest in the game with a Crystal Maiden, which you'd expect Crystal Maiden to be low because of her support and doesn't have too many kills, but not looking good for this game for We Dive Towers. But you never know. Dota's a game of comebacks, and you can always make a move back there. Those wards in the mid here having issues. Oh, let's try and initiate. Didn't realize that there was 2 heroes there. He drops an ult. Does a lot of damage to Crystal Maiden and Tide, but doesn't take anybody out. Luckily for him, he didn't actually end up paying the price for that. Getting ganked out there in jungle. He shouldn't really be going out by himself, because that's definitely how you feed there. Tide blinks in, gets a Ravage. Looks like Witch Doctor and Luna just get taken out by Radiant, and they need to push the tower. Here comes Lycan trying to make a move, get some kills out, get some gold, but he gets shackled and definitely gets slowed down, controlled. Crystal Maiden doing a lot of damage with her ultimate. Lycan manages to get away. He's got 79 health right now. Not doing the best there, but oops, Skywrath coming in with Sven, trying to make some damage on Axe here. Again, he's really low level, not very tanky. Get some splash damage on the Lich. Just destroying what's left of his health there. A lot of team fight in this jungle here. I expect them to actually get more tower pushing from the Radiant to just try and clinch the victory here, but I guess we'll see what happens. That's League casting in the background, making a lot of noise, but it's alright, nothing we can't handle.
Much like cordwood before Axe's axe, Dire's top tower is under attacks.
Showcase view. What? really at this point, Battle Hunger's not going to do too much damage, especially with only 1 point in. So Casting on the Tide especially is not going to do a whole lot here. We had the whole Dire team rotating in here to mid, trying to get some action on Shadow Shaman and Tide Hunter to see if they can get some action here. Looks like they're actually just going to stay in the jungle, farm it up, get some XP, gold, and then just push back out the mid tower here so that way they can void pressure on their tower. Skywrath making a move up here and Lich in the jungle. Secures the kill. Luna trying to get some action here on Skywrath, trying to get some damage done, maybe get a kill, but not enough time, not enough damage. Didn't work. Got a lot more, just a lot of action going on in the Dire jungle here. Oh, they managed to Dire managed to take out the Skywrath here. Dropping the ultimate, gonna take out Crystal Maiden. Yeah, she gets taken out, but so does Axe. He gets taken out because of the wards here.
Hey, we're having problems with Scrolls Online.
With what?
Elder Scrolls Online.
Uh-huh.
People who are trying to play it are having troubles connecting.
I can't do anything about it.
Because of the up and down.
It could be. I don't imagine anything else would be preventing it. But I mean I can't do anything. You have to talk to Kale about it. So sorry. Oh, looks like they got a double kill. Or 2 kills here. Dire managed to get 2 kills on Radiant. Get a little bit more of that gold. GPM Lycan staying up there with Sven. Doing some work. See what happens here as we move into the latter parts of the mid game, or see what happens here. We're slowly working over to the late game. Taking a lot of deaths on Dire's side, but they've managed to do a pretty good job of actually defending towers so that they don't get too pushed out. Lycan manages to finally get his BKB so that way he can help sustain that attack damage, especially from Skywrath's ultimate. Oh, jeez. Another kill secured on that Witch Doctor from the Radiance. Skywrath just doing work with that ultimate. Just all the work. I haven't really had time to deal with any of the items here. Crystal Maiden working towards that mechanism. It's a little slow, but she's kind of lower level and hasn't been able to do anything. It would be really nice in a team fight like this, though, to get that mech. Oh, just getting a lot of damage here on on Radiant from the Dire side. Just another double kill. That's a full team wipe by the Dire side onto the Radiant, which is going to give them a lot of room to be able to push out some towers, make a little extra room for themselves, get some more farm. And with that team fight there, Dire actually managed to take the top spot with a Lycan in the net worth. He's got a Vlad's, Hand of Minus, and Black King Bar. That's what he's got with his load there. And just finished his Skull Basher, so he's going to be able to get a lot of damage with that. Get those little mini bashes, those mini stuns. That's going to be really nice. But he's got to be able to sustain the damage when he gets in there. Witch Doctor getting a little too far out there and gets caught out by a Skywrath ult. Just so many kills taken out by this Mystic Flare. Just doing so much work for their team. Skywrath Mage 13, 2, and 8. That's some pretty good work right there. I have nothing else to say about it. Okay, so then we have Dire. All the Radiants back up. We have one down on Dire right now, the Witch Doctor. So just holding up in their side, getting some farm in the jungle, doing some warding here for the bottom and Lich. Ping out defense for mid there, but they're moving on, trying to make some, trying to get a gank on bottom here, trying to get that Lich. Way out of place here. Maybe shouldn't not be out that too far, but they managed to spot him. Here comes the whole Radiant side, just crushing the Lich. No regrets though, no regrets. I would totally say otherwise, but I would have plenty of regrets about that. Did get some more vision here, but totally not worth it. Especially since there hasn't been too much movement in this bottom jungle. I hope that there's actually a lot of delay, but I don't think they can hear me anyways, so. The Radiant side just obliterating this tower in bottom.
Radiant found the weakness in Dire's bottom tower.
Luna coming up here, trying to maybe thinking about trying to make him move backwards, which would be really bad since there's a whole Dire team, a Radiant team up here, and then pushing that to the bottom tower. Witch Doctor getting really close to dying, but he manages to magic stick it up, survive. But I don't know if Luna's going to be so lucky with this shackle. Ravage coming out, Lich Ult coming out, so many deaths. Nobody on Dire side managing to dying here until Shadow Shaman gets taken out. But Axe and Luna both get taken out. Those are both important heroes here. I think that's probably gonna be GG. Not too much that the Radiant can do anymore here. 34-18. The Dire can do it. I don't know if I said Dire Radiant, but just getting a lot more chip damage here from Skyrat. Just trying to take out that final last building here in the bottom. But yeah, I decided to back out, play it safe. Scratch that. He's hanging out. He wants to force that in and get some kills with that Mystic Flare. None of his team here to back him up, though. They're pushing mid. Two of them pushing mid, but he decides to force staff out and join up the rest of his team in mid to try and get the push out, get the tower. Maybe get some racks here. Just with the low amount of defense and team fight ability, with the sustainability of the heroes in Dire, I don't think that they can do a whole lot against this Rax. But we'll see if they hold out for a little bit. Crystal Maiden's Fen going out and Axe going out again too, but again, still going to be low level here. Still lowest level, tied with Crystal Maiden. Not going to do well, but they get almost a full team wipe against Dire again. Maybe they're getting a little too greedy pushing that top. Pushing the high ground, trying to get those racks. Should have just held back and not actually went for it and just tower, gone, push top, get that tier 2. Rinse, repeat, works on some damage. But instead, we have Dire pushing out the mid here of Radiant, because had the momentum, but then they didn't get as much work done as they wanted to. Radiant heroes coming back up, so then they TP in, trying to get some damage work done here. So Lycans might be in trouble with Skywrath coming in. Ults to run away super fast, so doesn't get ganked out, because that might not be so great here. Oh shit. Not a lot of movement going on here. I'm surprised that nobody's picked up a gem just to make sure that they don't get a warding done, but I guess they're not too worried about getting wards taken care of, because they haven't had too much trouble finding ganks in the jungle. or having the Dire escape the Radiant ganks anyway. So, I guess it's not really worth it, and nobody has a Shadow Blade on the Dire side here. So, yeah. You got that Tidehunter with the Refresher Orb, going to be able to do a lot of work here. Blink in, Ravage, and Refresh, and Ravage again. Just a lot of teamfight damage coming out from the Dire here. Going for a Roche with Sven. Probably take that, and then maybe push in mid. And GG, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. I'm not sure if Dire's actually going to sniff this out, though, because they have vision outside of the pit, so they should know that everybody's here. But I guess we'll see if they make any movements towards there and try and defend that, because it's going to be disastrous if Radiant does end up taking the Roshan. I don't think that they can really handle killing any of their carries once, let alone twice, because that Aegis is just going to be too much for them to handle. Lycan coming out here instead of going to the pit, they're just going to farm the Ancients, which is strange because you should know that the whole Radiant team is just hanging out right over here by the Roche pit, either in the Roche pit or outside. But they did use their vision here to their advantage so that they can actually see what's going on. Got some counterboarding going on here from Dire. It should help them out, but because they need to have as much vision as possible and get as much leg up as they can in order to get push out in this game. They're making a little bit of a comeback because it's 35-22, but they're going to have to do some serious work in order to get the action going here. I don't know what I'm doing. Current gold. Tidehunter has a lot of gold sitting there. I'm not sure what he's planning on buying. Oh, going for a Sheepstick with that Mystic Staff pickup in the secret shop here. It's like Skyref trying to put some aggression on the tower to keep Dire away from the Roche pit, but they weren't able to do that. And the Radiant managed to pick up Roche, and now I think it's just the GG push in, just to go ahead and take out mid and keep everybody from just end this game, and we'll go on to the next. Unless Dire's able to defend with the high ground and able to defend the push, get a good team fight in, maybe get a full wipe or close to a full wipe, get a good push, and then we'll reset and see what happens from there. But I'm going to zoom out here and see what the whole team fight's happening. And then we got the BKBs popping out. Nobody wants to die in this action here. Oh, this is just this is devastating for the Radiant. Oh, it's a full team wipe. Looks like Sven comes back from the Aegis, trying to TP out, but too much lockdown on Dire here. Managed to keep him from TPing out, and that's a full team. That's a full team wipe. Get a lot of gold coming. Gold coming the way of the Dire here, and it gives them a lot of time to be able to push out. Skyrest coming up really soon, and Crystal Maiden is up now. Crystal Maiden not too scary because she's a lower level, but Skywrath coming out is going to be able to push a lot out for him, especially with his ultimate coming out. Just wrecks a lot of the heroes on the Dire team, just because they haven't really built for tankiness. But we'll see. I mean, maybe late game is kind of evening out for the Dire team here. They've managed to hold out and not feed too much, make some really great defenses while Radiant's trying to push the high ground, and just making somewhat of a comeback here. We'll see what happens. Lycan dominating the net worth chart right now, but we have 4 of the Radiant side on top of the other Dire. So there's still a lot more gold here coming up, or a lot more gold in the Radiant side, or just more evenly distributed, so you can have more of a decent team fight if they have the items and the proper use of the skills. They should be able to do that. Looks like Dyer's just signaling to push the mid. Push the mid. We got to take out the tower. Maybe push the high ground for Rax. I don't think they could do that unless they get a full team wipe though. They just need to turtle up some more, get some farm. Molnir coming out, company of the Skull Basher and Vlad's on Lycan. That's a good move. Probably had it for a really long time and just haven't been paid attention to items too much. Blade Mail and Axe been doing some work. With all the damage coming out from Radiant, isn't going to help him too much with the Blade Mail as far as they attacking Axe, especially when he's, not the tanky one doesn't look like it, but if you don't know he has a Blade Mail, you're gonna get some damage taken to you because he's gonna pop that and just gonna wreck you. Looks like we got a team fight brewing up here in mid. I'm not sure how well that's gonna work out though because they're right next to the tower, but if they can push it back here towards the river, Dyer might be able to do that and get a good defense on there. Shadow Song is able to drop the wards here, but Dyer's able to clean him up and gets a little extra gold here, and then Tidehunter just gets wiped out. And that's a good team fight for the Dyer. They only lose Lich. They're a little low on health, but you do have some nice heals coming out from the items, and also the Witch Doctor healing up the team here. They should be able to pop a mech, and they have plenty of earn charges to be able to heal this up. Oh, mech's on the Lich. Sorry.
Radiant structures are fortified.
They're getting some good team push out of this because you have full team wipe again, and that Radiant is just getting a lot of push out on the towers here. Push up mid, high ground. It looks like they might be able to at least get the range rack. Or get the melee barracks, maybe get the range rack. Oh yeah, they have enough damage to be able to get the melee range racks as well. I don't think that they should go for a tower here, but you have Radiant coming in to make some move. Lycan BKB in and ulting out so that we can get out of there. Now they can just go back to base, heal up, regroup, wait for skills to cool down, and then make another push in to top or bottom. Well, probably bottom so they can get the tier 2s. Not as much. You don't have to deal with the high ground and everything there. Or they're on the good side of the high ground to take out that tower. Really turning it around here. 37-32. Let's look at one of these XP graphs. So then we have Radiant getting a lot of XP work done here in the first 30 minutes, but after that, Dyer's been really catching right back up here. You can just see it just plummeting down as they keep getting those team fights. Then you have, team fights on the high ground, and you have team wipe, and it's just been. They've been really doing well to make a comeback. I'm sorry that I said bad things about that earlier, but let's look at the gold graph here. Just barely was able to make it over to the Dyer side in favor of the Dyer side here. Radiant's been able to have a gold lead for quite a while, but just rotating over to Dyer, and let's see if they can make that to their advantage. Hood of Defiance coming out on Axe. Let's see if he can, get some work coming in on that. To defend up or whatever. I don't know what I'm saying. BKB coming out with a Lycan, trying to make some move here to keep some damage, but it's a low duration. Get that Ravage coming out, doing a lot of work on the Dyer side. Buyback from the Lycan comes out, and he's coming out to defend this high ground here. But with only 3 of them, I'm not sure they can actually do anything. Buyback from the Witch Doctor again. Axe, Luna goes down. Axe is down. Let's see if they can defend these, the last standing tier 4 tower. Otherwise, it's not going to work out so well. And the Witch Doctor just gets obliterated by this Skywrath ulti. Lich ultimate comes out. Chain Frost coming out, doing some work on this. No, I'm casting. It looks like Radiant was able to get the final push in and take this match. So we have this is the best of 3, so then we'll be able to come back here in a couple minutes, and we'll see second match. Maybe Dyer can come out and win this game, and then we'll have it go to the 3rd round and finally decide it, or we'll see what happens in the next round. We'll be back.